Okay, I thought I'd make a video about this AgLeader Autosteer GPS system I just put in. This is the tillage tractor, 7140. I've got the GPS Autosteer in my planting tractor, but Dad went ahead and bought the parts and I put them in. So there's 4 or 5 components. The main thing is the grain box, the computer, and then there's 4 or 5 cables. You can see I don't have the cables tucked away just yet, but they run to various parts of the tractor to get to the outside. I don't know if you can see, but there's a hole right there leading to outside, and then there's a bigger hole next to it where I ran the majority of the cables, because you have to go to the battery to power the whole thing, and then you have to go to the receiver, which is up outside on the roof. So there's a cable, you can see the wire loom outside that runs up to the roof. Again, none of this stuff is secured, but I just got it calibrated, and eventually I'll tuck all these cables away and tidy everything up. There's also a ring gear that goes on the steering wheel with a controller as well, and then a cable that comes from that. This all feeds into the back of a monitor, which is here, and I've just done 2 test passes. The first one was a straight one out in the field. After calibrating this and I had some trouble getting a good GPS signal, but what you're looking at here on the screen is it will follow a certain curve. I created that green dot up there is beginning point, and I drove to the end of this easement, this little road, this curvy road, and then created a B point, an end point. And what I'm doing now, I'm halfway back, the computer will follow that. It will follow that and send the signals to the steering wheel to drive back to the initial point with a fair amount of accuracy. We don't have the maximum accuracy, but I'll just show you what you do. So I put the tractor in gear here, and I don't have my hands on the wheel, and all I do is let the clutch, I can hit this green button down here where my thumb is until it's green, then I let out on the clutch. And so the GPS is sending signals that are receiving to this. There's a ring gear, a plastic ring gear that is turning the tractor, and I'm following. I'm going 3 miles an hour or so, but I'm going to follow this all the way back. And what this ends up doing is cutting out a lot of the tedium in many of these tillage operations, because there's a lot of long days involved, and it ends up, it's wearing. You do it an hour or 2, okay, but you do it 10 hours, especially for us older people. Even a younger person, when I was doing it when I was younger, it's fairly tedious. So to cover a certain amount of acres and to stay sharp mentally, to avoid any potential problems, this is the setup we've got going. And then the combine's right there. I need to put the wire looms. We got extra parts to put wire looms in that combine, and what we'll end up doing is taking this monitor and this little steering module here and taking it out of this tractor, putting it in the combine, and that way we can cover 2 pieces of equipment. Now I'm coming to the end of my turn here, and you can see it wants to drive me straight in that direction, but all you have to do to take it out of steering is just grab it and it'll kick out. See, operator turns steering wheel, then you're out of GPS. So I'm happy with how this is set up. Like I said, I just have to tidy all these wires up and then create a little metal box to cover that and protect that thing up, because that's one of the few places we can put equipment and just set things on top of it, and I don't want to get that damaged. It's a fairly nice day for the first part of April up here. Things are still brown, but they're getting better. Probably 40 odd degrees here, sun's out, a little bit of wind. Thanks for watching. Oh, here's the manual. Oh, and I got a plumber to come fix my plumb in the house.